Hello, how are you doing? So this is Adrian again, and this is grade time 5, unit 6. And in this video, we're going to make some comments about the listening activity that you had in your study guide. Okay, remember about it? Did you have time to do it? Well, let me show you the beginning of a movie clip. And this is a very typical situation in the American culture. Okay, it happens in weddings. Let me show you this. Here.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to drag you from your delicious desserts. There are just one or two little things I feel I should say as best man. This is only the second time I've ever been a best man. I hope I did the job all right that time.
Okay, so that's only this part. So what is this? This is the best man. This is a person in weddings. It's usually the groom's friend or the bride's, usually the groom's friend, yeah? And he has a time, he stands up and he talks about, about the groom and the wife's lives and how they met and how it was. And it's usually something really funny that happens during weddings, especially when they are around the table, they're about to start the celebration. So the best man stands up and starts to talk. And this is what I want to show you in this listening. The listening is about the best man talking about how the bride and the groom have met. Okay, let's listen and correct what you have done. So what you're supposed to do, you have to put the pictures in order to make a story about Sophie and Rob. Okay, good. And Rob's brother is the best man who is, narrating the story. When it all started. Yes, when they met for the first time and then fell in love and what really happened to this couple. Okay, so let's listen and do it together.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. I hope you're all enjoying yourselves. We're all very happy that you could join us for the wedding of the lovely Sophie and my little brother Rob. As most of you know, I'm Dave, my brother's best man, so it is my job to say a few words and try to embarrass both the bride and the groom as much as I can. Those of us who know Sophie know that she's pretty shy. She has lots of friends. But you probably won't ever see her at a heavy metal concert. Am I right? Huh? Am I right? She works in a law firm after all, so she's not a wild and crazy type of person like, say, Rob, for instance. She's quiet, serious, elegant, and that's what makes today such a surprise, because it was Sophie who made it all happen, and it only took her 3 years to do it. Sophie takes the train into the city every day for work.
Okay, so Sophie takes the train every day for work. So this is number 1. She's here at the train station waiting for the train. Okay, so that's number 1.
So one day, she was waiting on the platform for her train, along with all the people she saw every day. But this time, there was a new face. A tall, good-looking guy who obviously came from a very impressive family. That was the day Sophie found out that love at first sight is real. That was the day that she fell in love with a stranger who she just called her train man. Every day on the train, Sophie used to sit where she could see him. Soon all her friends...
Okay, so here's Sophie sitting on the train, on a seat where she could see him. Here, so this is number 2. Yeah, here, letter C is number 2.
Knew about him, didn't you, ladies? Yeah, you did. And they would always ask her, "Did you see your train man today? How's your train man?" Everybody knew about Sophie and Train Man, but she'd never even spoken to him. So because she is a careful, serious person, Sophie came up with a careful, serious plan. As he was walking past her on the train platform, she dropped her ticket. And Train Man, being from such a good family, picked it up and gave it to her.
Oh, so this is number 3 because she was, talking to people about him. And then the ticket story. She dropped the ticket, and then gave it to him. Number 4.
Thanks, Sophie whispered as he walked away. Great plan. So great that almost a year passed before she came up with another, even bolder plan. She wrote him a note. It had her email address, and it said, "It's my birthday, and everyone should do something brave on their birthday. Would you like to go out for coffee with me sometime?"
Okay, that's the note she wrote for him, inviting him to go out for coffee. This is number 5.
I told you she was bold. Watch out now, Sophie's going for it. Except that as soon as she handed him the note, she ran away. That evening, Sophie got an email. It was from Rob. Now Train Man had a name. It was a very nice email.
So she got an email here, letter G, number 6.
He thanked her for the invitation, but told her that he had a girlfriend.
That's why she's sad, yeah, here. She got the email, but she's not smiling like here. She's sad because she told her that she got a girlfriend.
Yes, we all remember that mistake. I mean, lovely person. But it was cool. Sophie understood. She was disappointed, but she was cool. They still saw each other on the train, nodded hello, shared a nice little secret. And so life went on, until about a year later when Sophie got the best email of her life.
And here she got another email a year later, and now she's happy because it was the best email of her life. So that's number 7.
It was from her Train Man. He had broken up with that other person a few months before, but he was over her. He still saw Sophie on the train all the time and remembered the note she'd written, and also that it must be her birthday again soon, so he decided to take a chance. He wrote her an email and asked her out. He said, "Could we still go on that birthday coffee date?" And you all know the rest. They went out together, they fell in love. Last year they went
for coffee, and then the rest of the story everybody knows. They fell in love, and now they're getting married. Okay, let's check. Okay, perfect. Now it's time for us to go back to the book and do activity number 3. So I'm going to give you some time. Pause the video. I think you've already done it, and we're going to be back to correct it. Okay, so this is after you listen it for the second time, you're able to do to complete the gaps here about the story. So let's remember the story. Sophie is pretty shy, according to her best man, but she has lots of friends. Yeah, he says that even though she's shy, she has lots of friends. The first time Sophie saw the train man, as the best man named him, they were on the platform. Yes, on the platform, waiting for the train. Number 3, Sophie told all her what? All her friends. This is picture number, letter B. Yes, all her friends about the train man. Sophie finally made contact with the train man by giving him a note. And what was on that note? Do you remember? It was her email address. And I think something about her birthday and inviting him for coffee. Number 5, she learned his name was Rob when he sent her an email. Yes, because remember that on the note some time ago, she had written her email address. Sophie was disappointed to find out that Rob had a girlfriend. A girlfriend. Rob sent Sophie a second email about a year after he sent the first one. So it took him a year to send her another email. Yes, but at this time she was happy because he had broken up with his girlfriend. And now he was ready for her. And number 8, Rob proposed. Say, will you marry me? This is to propose. And he and Sophie got engaged. Oops. Engaged during a train trip across Australia. Okay, so that's a beautiful story that was told by the best man. Alright, so that's the end of this video. I hope you could do the listening before this class, this video. And I hope to see you in the next video. So bye-bye.